Mbuyiseni, thank you for joining us. So you got what you wanted, but do you really believe that there's any chance that this vote could go, the motion could pass?
Well, thank you very much for having us. Yes, indeed, we are very confident that the vote can pass because what essentially the Speaker of the National Assembly has done is to revive conscience. And members of parliament of the ANC have to just follow in the example that she has set, to listen to their consciences and remove a man who has lost his conscience, which is Zuma, so that we can have a new leadership in the country. We believe that, we'll be talking to all of them all night, and we believe that they will do the right thing. But all South Africans who've got relatives, the friends and colleagues of all those ANC MPs, let us all call them and revive their consciences and tell them that we want one thing tomorrow, and that is the removal of Jacob Zuma.
But you're talking now about ANC members who are used to voting with their party as a bloc. You need 50 of them, no less, I understand, to make a difference. You need 50 of them to be with you.
Absolutely. I mean, it's for the first time that they will be deciding this question through the secret ballot. That's why we've gone through all this trouble since the beginning of the year, to guarantee the safety, but also to make sure that the voting happens under conditions where people can express themselves without any fear or favor. And many of them said, if we are granted the secret ballot, we will do the right thing. We have confidence it's not 50. We think that it will actually be a much higher number than that, because most of them, of these people, have gone to exile, have been to prison, have been motivated before and done politics in South Africa to bring this democracy from the point of view of their consciences. And conscience is essentially a moral persuasion, a personal morality that one is committed to, that must guide them as and when the stakes are high. And they've managed to do that. We believe once we give them the conditions of the secret ballot, which the Speaker of the National Assembly has now granted, they will be committed and they will be consistent with their consciences.
Mbuyiseni, you've gained a lot of political mileage perhaps out of this. You may have gained even more if she had said it's an open vote. Are you not secretly disappointed?
No, not at all. This has nothing to do with us. I think you'll realize that by far the Economic Freedom Fighters does most of its business for the interests of South Africans. If we don't remove Mr. Zuma, we will not have a country to run when we take over as the EFF. We are very conscious of that. Now, everyone, every South African, everywhere you are tomorrow, we are calling a national stay away. Every school, every factory, every company, let's all allow people to demonstrate on the nearby streets. Raise the South African flag high. It's about South Africa tomorrow. And call on members of parliament, particularly of the ANC, to remove Zuma. If you're in Cape Town, come to your numbers in millions to the demonstrations. Let us not make this about political parties. Let us not make it about the EFF. It's about South Africa. Let's put South Africa first, because we're not saying the ANC must be removed. We're saying this one individual who is corrupt, who has relegated his power to a private family called the Guptas, we're saying let's remove this person and be under a new leadership. So everybody tomorrow, it's a national stay away. Let's put South Africa first.
Say you do succeed. We're talking about a period of instability. The Speaker will have to take over. There will be no cabinet to speak of. It'll trigger elections, huge uncertainty. Do you believe we can afford that as a country? Is that the lesser evil right now?
Do not be a doomsayer. You know, one of the biggest things that are admirable about the statement of the Speaker today is that she says, this 20-year-old democracy, let us show you that it can work. That's what she said today. By the way, when President Mbeki was removed, a lot of doomsayers like yourself said instability, huge, uncertainty. They even threatened that the markets are going to fall and all of that. No, the systems that are about the rule of law could never go wrong. That's what we must do We must believe in these systems. We must believe in the rule of law. If you say what you're saying, it means you don't believe in the rule of law. You have no confidence in the rule of law. That's what the law says. After the vote of no confidence tomorrow, the Honorable Baleka Mbete will be the acting president. And I mean, by the way, she can actually stand to be the president of the republic because the seat will be open. That's not uncertainty. That's the rule of law. Law that is written in the constitution that we have known since 1996. So we can't be uncertain because we know exactly what we will do and how we will do it because it's in the book, it's in the laws.
My final question, you're speaking about her in glowing terms. Do you really respect the Speaker for her decision today, or is it like, as your leader, Julius Malema, said a little earlier, she had no other choice because there would have been a constitutional court challenge?
You know, we must give credit when it's due. We have applauded that she has taken a correct decision. She could have decided to be irrational. She could have decided to hold us at ransom. As a matter of fact, many times she had. But she accepted that she has no other route but to adhere to the rule of law. And that is still a decision of discretion. So we are applauding her for that, and we hope that all ANC members will take inspiration, knowing that when they act like their chairperson did, to listen to their consciences. As she said, there is nobody that will discipline you for being consistent with your conscience. So there's no party line tomorrow. Tomorrow, we put South Africa first.
All right, thank you very much, EFF spokesperson Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. Let's go back to